Alright, so we're back with Rogue Trader. We just managed to escape the star system we were just in with Ricard Minoris. And the Drakari had stolen the sun, plunged that system into chaos, and I saved who I could. I got the holy relic from the tech priest out of there. Messiah be praised. And yeah, now we got to go land, do some serious ship repairs, and explore the new place, Footfall. A haven for ne'er-do-wells and villainy. Lord Captain. Raven's voice over the box sounds wary rather than annoyed. I'm getting reports of several ships moving toward us. Judging by the fact that they're not responding to our hails and the telemetry shows a trail of macro batteries, they're not here for a chinwag. Ready to issue orders to prepare for battle at your command. Could this be the work of Conrad Votvier? It's possible. You could have hired some scum, or maybe just a pirate crew who saw the state of our ship and decided to push his luck. Where did they come from? Why haven't you noticed them before? The rubbish of Ferrobundus, and I'm not talking about these wrecks that are about to open fire. I mean the remains of meteorites, gas clouds, refuse from the shipyards. It all bunches together, and the small ships hide behind it to harass ships as they emerge from the warp. But on my order, all stations get ready for combat. So this must be where we were. Learn about it. 50. 15. I didn't even see those. Man, you are hard to turn around. Why do you turn around so fast? Okay. Okay, so let's set up my first ship combat. I'm over here. Dead world. First of all, let's go do what we're supposed to do at Footfall. Oh. Your ladyship, something sinister is unfolding among the survivors of the Ricard Minoris. There have already been several cases of evacuated refugees being found either dead or dying. All of them have been blinded from using various means. I fear there is reason to believe that there were agents of the cult among the people who came on board. I knew the anathema would not fully release its hold on those doleful souls just yet. And then let us march and drive it away. Give me a proper report on the refugees. How were they quartered? How were they supervised? The serfs and the planetary wardens were assigned the 2 auxiliary lower decks. The commoners are riled up and frightened by the calamities, so to keep their senselessness in check, we only assigned those of sound mind to work and pump sedative gas throughout the ventilation into compartments holding the rest. The venerated Praetor Electroid Dar Impulse VI and his retinue took refuge in one of the engineering bays, or more accurately, they barricaded themselves in. The wise servants of the Omnissiah are fearful beyond measure that ignorant lay people might damage or offend the miraculous fusion reactor, so they cloistered themselves in their own personal fortress. I need to know more about the killings. 11 bodies have been found thus far. The first victim had their eyes burned out with a gas torch, the second had acid splashed in their face, the third was found wandering around on their last legs with metal pins sticking out of their eye sockets. They died before we could interrogate them. The rest were killed and disfigured in similar ways, through blinding. No trace of the killer's identity was found. Begin the interrogations. It will be done, your ladyship. If I may interject, there is no need. The interrogations have already been conducted. I put the enforcers on alert as soon as the first body was discovered, but I decided not to disturb your ladyship until I had the results. Well, no, I do. We have already arrested, let's see, 4 perpetrators at the scenes of crimes that had yet to take place. Those are not murders. They are suicides. Explain yourself, Seneschal. The people we apprehended were about to blind themselves with and end their own lives. I am confident that all who perished did the same. When questioned, they all said the same thing. They are haunted by the sight of the dying Ricard Minoris. Even in their sleep, they still see the same horrific picture. So the sad wretches would do anything to make this nightmare stop. Perform cleansing liturgies on the decks housing the refugees. We shall banish this blight with the strength of our faith. Certainly, Lord Captain, except I'm afraid it's not just the refugees. 3 out of the 4 people we arrested were members of the crew. They watched Ricard Minoris die and left their minds scarred. We all bear the mark of that dark catastrophe. For it was the attention of the ruinous powers that branded our very souls. May the God Emperor have mercy on us. You were warned, your ladyship. It is regrettable you did not listen. Holy fuck you, dude. I'm glad you're leaving now. Yeah, that's the place I've got right now. Excuse me. Your ladyship, forgive me for not welcoming you with the appropriate obeisance. We were told that you would prefer to arrive on Footfall incognito, so we are trying to attract as little attention as possible. I'm here on behalf of the Liege of Footfall, Lord Vladane Takara. The Liege awaits the chance to speak with you at his residence, but if you happen to have other business to attend to, I can serve as your guide and tell you about the station. Cassia's lips curl slightly. This is so familiar. Behind the amber-colored scattering of world's welcome, the far less appealing hues lurk, murky, diluted, the look of someone accustomed to lying and hiding their attentions. Dara jerks her head and shakes it and hisses through her teeth. Someone's coming, and they're coming for us. Watch out, Lord Captain. Abelard sighs and casually places his hands on weapon. Who's coming? Judging by the voices, there's a lot of them. Angry, they've got teeth, but they aren't that sharp. Their strength is their numbers. Hey, what are you talking about? What could you mean by such a cryptic pronun? She doesn't get to say the rest.
Hey, newcomers!
Oh my god.
How's this for a warm welcome?
I'll make an example out of you!
I will fight if I must.
Let's see, start you. Actually, let's go. You go here. You put him there. You put him here. You go over here. Oh no. You stay there. You go here. I don't know what this does. Oh.
Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Running binary override. Request approved. The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all.
I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally. You never stood a chance. I'll make it happen. judgment. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Just a minor setback.
High momentum.
Anything else?
Good lord. They were lying about strength of numbers. She's the boss. So.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
I'll see to it personally. You should have thought twice before crossing me. I'll make it happen. Another enemy down.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. If I may.
My place is at the fore. Reduced to dust! It will be done.
I don't think I've ever thrown a grenade. That's pretty cool. I gotta remember I have those options.
Victory is imminent. I will do my duty.
Request approved. My vow is to serve. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature. On it.
They get them both? Haha.
Will do.
You terrible shot.
You never stood a chance. I'll see to it, personally. Another enemy down!
If only that were possible.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. Cogitation failed. Explorers know one route. Forward. Insignificant value.
All right. The shivering young servant looks up at you with horror in his eyes. Emperor, protect me. They kill. Every time I want them, and they go all, "Dear Emperor, our Lord and Savior, how could this have happened? Who could have thought?" The deer spits on the ground in annoyance. You're not young, man. We took care of the attackers. Do you know who they were? Your ladyship, those guys were Anvers. They're a gang. They're the worst, I'm telling you. They're scared of no one, not even least Takara. He glanced around like he's expecting more bandits to appear. Does this kind of thing happen around here often? Shootings, yes. Attacks on nobles, not very often, unless it's the Anvers. They're vicious. Not a week goes by without killing and gutting somebody. They're wicked heretics. They respect nothing. They follow no rules. Go and report this to the liege. Yes, I'm sorry, ladyship. I'll go report to the liege. They killed her. They killed my lady. Oh, this is terrible. Interesting. Oh, first of all. Alright. Tall, hunchback priest stares at you unblinkingly. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin on his hands is of a sickly gray hue, while his augments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving him a general air of lugubriousness. Initiating identification procedure. This unit is defined as Logis Opticon 22 and is a fully authorized representative structural part of the Cognizance fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trades, deals, donations. Initiating official greeting procedure. Esteemed high-value visitors, glorious success to House Valencius. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation Logisticar Theta. Pascal and Opticon 22 exchange glances in a short series of Benaric signals before bowing their heads in satisfaction. Opticon 22's head bows noticeably lower than Pascal's. What is Logisticar Theta? Under the contractual obligation in question, 34.761 Terran cycles ago, the Explorator Cognizance fleet received from representatives authorized units of the Von Valencius dynasty a high-volume grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Italian Void tankers. Received it and they didn't pay. Compensate, remunerate, settle accounts. Should I go on, or is that enough synonyms? The stipulated payment reciprocal offering from the Cognizance fleet can be made to Von Valencius assets at the current time, after which the contractual obligation will be filled, archived. Confirm your status regarding acceptance of the payment reciprocal offering. You waited 30 years to pay up? Execution of payment reciprocal offering is in accordance with the specifications of the contractual obligation. Allocation of assets from the holdings of the Cognizance fleet was initiated when the tankers reached the main squadron, 14.905 Terran cycles after the initial transaction. The asset allocation process concluded 2.663 Terran cycles later. Transportation of assets to the Forbunda system took 16.862 Terran cycles. Final delivery of assets to Footfall took 0.331 Terran cycles. Clever. If you had been purchasing fuel for a squadron at the other end of the Imperium, you may have never have had to pay at all. We would have turned to dust before you made it there and back. So you're saying that my dynasty has had extensive dealings with you. This statement is true. The Cognizant fleet concluded 1292 contractual obligations with the 1292 contractual obligations with the Von Valencius dynasty, as represented, led, administered by the counterparty identified as Theodora von Valencius. The most substantial was Pact 8 Ewell, in accordance with which Archmagos Cubus Delphum, data usher of the sevenfold hallowed workshop of the sacred world of Euphrates II, was transferred to the planet Kiava Gamma to perform the duties of minister as its fabricator censor. The services of such a highly enlightened, enhanced, authorized servant were recompensed via the offering of, paid for with, a 7-year contract granting the fleet's exploration vessels maintenance privileges at the Kiava Gamma facilities. That is true. In the last couple of decades, Lady Theodora took pains to form a strong relationship with the Cognizance fleet. She turned down a dozen candidates looking for the right tech monitor to watch over Kiava Gamma. Kiama. Oh, good lord, their words. What payment can I expect? Universal Mobile Orbital Deployment Extractums, Astra Aerator Processing Complexes, and the quality stipulated in the contractual obligation. Each unit has undergone a cycle of maintenance liturgies and has been assessed for conformance to the sacred standard template construct. Great creations of the Messiah, blessed be his benefits, which has bestowed upon these complex industrial might in a full cycle of reproduction and life support. Oh yes. I confirm and am willing to accept payments. That's what I need to do with some of the ore stuff. Your request is accepted. The sacred machines will be loaded into the hold of your vessel. The contractual obligation, Logisticar Theta, is concluded. The Cognizant fleet thanks House Valencius for its cooperations. I do seek the friendship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus is interested in, considers expeditious cooperation with rogue traders. Under the terms of the Treaty of Mars, it is willing to provide services to the Von Valencius dynasty. The priority of the service task can be raised if diplomatic links are straightened. The Cognizance fleet will be glad, alternative unavailable, to accept any sample of sacred technology, samples of profane xenotech miscellaneous items. Reminder, storage, study, and or disposal of the aforementioned objects within the 3 miscellaneous items is the preferred right of the Adeptus Mechanicus, or with the exception of the miscellaneous items. I gotta study 10 planets now. The Explorer fleet will also accept information about planets in the Chronos Expanse that have not previously been recorded in the planetary register. Why are you interested in xenotech? Isn't that heresy? The Cognizant fleet finds it reasonable to believes that forbidden knowledge in the hands of the laity causes destruction and violations that go against the Omnissiah's will. Weakness of mind will unleash xeno-heresy, which consumes the laity whole. An example that demonstrates the outline pattern, a void station in the system of Langren's belt. According to the data available in the Cognizant's fleet, the heretics on the station have trade relations with Xenos for the sake of obtaining dangerous and pernicious technology. The destruction of these heretics is of high priority, but not high enough to demand immediate action. Why do you want information about planets? Omnifaceted study of the Chronos Expanse is the sacred mission operational objective of the Cognizant's fleet. Information about the planets and star systems of the Chronos Expanse will be compiled, studied, and transferred to the holy repositories of Mars upon completion of the Great March of Exploration / mission. This process increased the totality of knowledge and decreased the totality of ignorance in the universe. What if I want to make a trade deal? I had some questions. Opticon 22, that's a strange name. The designation Opticon is an identifier with an illustrious history. A significant number of archive references and is used by many explorators in the Cognizant's fleet. The extension 22 is a custom edition made by the current unit designed to highlight the unit's unique personality. What is the Cognizant's fleet? The Cognizant fleet is an explorator fleet produced by the Adeptus Mechanicus for the purpose of surveying, optionally conquering, the Chronos Expanse. The fleet's core squadron is located in data classified, while auxiliary echelons and autonomous void vessels are operating throughout the entirety of the Chronos Expanse. May the Omnissiah's favor be with my tech comrades. You are an explorator? Then why are you here instead of exploring faraway systems? This unit functioned as a senior planetary scout for the duration of data classified Seeds of Cycles. It was distinguished with 3 promotions by 1 grade, the right to a Tier 2 sacred augmentation, and notation in the fleet-wide archive as a valuable unit. After a reconnaissance mission in the Tanara system, the unit was promoted to the rank of Logis and transferred to Footfall in order to perform the functions appropriate for its current status. There's something close to wistfulness in the Opticon 22's otherwise voice. Emotionless voice. My archive contains data on the reconnaissance of the Tanara system and the associated special circumstances. I express my respect for a veteran and adherent of the fleet. Valid assessment. The Tanara system was a great test of faith, an assessment of this unit's durability threshold, and an act of destructive genocide. So what happened in the Tanara system? Data classified. Well, and what are you doing on Footfall? This unit performs residential representation, maintenance of the bureaucratic machine for the purpose of ratification of the insulating boundaries, management of the Kappa thread supply line, and compilation of astrographic reconnaissance data. There was once a tech acolyte in Lady Theodore's retinue who knew the unique language of the esteemed tech priest. I only began to realize the true value of his abilities after he'd been devoured by a xenobeast on some nondescript world. Pascal, do these words have a translation? Opticon 22's functions can be conveyed through Fleshpeak as functioning as the fleet's diplomatic mission, overseeing shipments, ensuring that the laity does not encroach upon the explorator's sphere of interest, and collecting data on star systems. Then why are you here and not, say, at the Legion's palace? Prolonged communication with lay people of high social standing causes this unit's vexation, desire for forceful cessation of vital functions, grief, decline in motivation, righteous fury, willingness to initiate purity protocol. Remaining in an area of repair and maintenance of sacred machines is beneficial to this unit's cognitive functions. In other words, they piss him the fuck off. That statement is true. Behavioral dynamics of lay groups are frequently devoid of logical patterns that are taxing to analyze. I have no more questions. Information assistance mode deactivated. I must take my leave. The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all. So.
Keep your wits about you. Rise to the top, or get left in the dust. Let us not dawdle.
Let's try that. Let's see what happens.
Is there money to be made?
Okay.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
I always have a backup plan. Success is the only outcome I accept.
This spot has been given to use as a scene from neighboring places. So we did it pops up to quest. Alright. Do I miss anything other than that one area I can get to? It's fine.
I always keep my options open. Keep your wits about you.
What is this? Well, that's the Voidship.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Gotta find my one of those.
Is there money to be made? Let us not dawdle. Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Alright, this area is fully explored, and that's where we're going to stop for today. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this. We got introduced to ship combat. Now I know how to mine the ores on planets. Excuse me. Yeah, so learned a lot. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are, please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It means a lot to help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it. Till next time, love you guys. Hope to see you again soon. Take care now. Talk to you later. Bye for now.